Medfit Rehab founder Joanne James is a medical exercise specialist. Medfit Rehab, restoring strength and movement, making a difference in people's lives. 647-259-5481. Columbus Center, Athletic Department, Dufferin and Lawrence, medfitrehab.com. Joanne James, medical exercise specialist for over 25 years and founder of Medfit Rehab, says exercise is medicine whenever possible, and it's especially true when it comes to osteoporosis prevention or management. James says that our bones are alive and need to be stimulated. When the muscle contracts, when we apply force against our bones, they build. Medfit Rehab, ensuring the best in post-rehab functional conditioning services. Medfit Rehab, Columbus Center, Athletic Department, Dufferin and Lawrence, 647-259-5481, medfitrehab.com. Okay, Joanne James is starting off the week this morning with us. How are you this morning, Joanne?
I'm great, Zelda. How are you?
I'm good. Nice to have you back. Okay, so today you're going to talk about strength training builds more muscles. Now, there are many people out there who have no concept, no idea what strength training is. Can you share that with us? Tell us what it is.
Well, strength training is about building muscles using a form of resistance, whether it's an elastic band or it's dumbbells. I'm sure that when you're in the gym, you probably use the weight training equipment, right?
Yes, I do.
Yep. So that's a form of strength training when we apply some sort of force to the muscles to build and to create more muscle fibers, to build more muscle fibers.
Okay, I got it. Well, there are lots of ways of doing that, and I think most people think, Joanne, that you need a big machine or you need to use, very high resistance in order to get the most value for your buck. But that isn't necessarily the case, is it?
Well, I guess it really depends on what your goals are. With strength training, you're basically looking to increase your muscle size or muscle strength. And so, again, as I think I mentioned earlier, any type of resistance that is more than what your muscles normally push or pull will be able to increase muscle strength or muscle size. It just depends on how you want to do that. Some people don't like weight training equipment or they're intimidated by it. Other people have no clues what to do with the machines, and then maybe they don't know what to do with the dumbbells either. So proper instruction, getting someone to actually sit down with you, assess where you are strength-wise, is a great way to start a strength training program.
Well, it can be not dangerous, but you can really hurt yourself if you overweight. I mean, I had meniscus at one point with my knee because I did that. And one time I pulled a muscle in my groin or something because I overweighted the machines until a trainer told me, hey, that's not the right weight for you. You're too small a person, So that's what you'd be doing, sharing what that person's frame can take.
Absolutely, and different frames and different muscle mass. If you're a woman, it's going to be different for a male. The goals between the male and the female will be quite different as well. But as you mentioned, you got great instruction when you spoke to the trainer and said, hey, what's going on? Why am I straining my muscles? So it is quite easy to strain if you don't know what you're doing. Proper form and technique is key. And our Medfit trainers are trained in that specific style and type of training, especially with people who might have chronic illnesses too. They should be doing strength training programs too. Just because you have either osteoporosis or you might have arthritis or any of these other chronic illnesses doesn't mean that you don't do strength training. You just have to do it correctly and appropriate what's right for you.
Joanne, you will see so many people limping, having a hurt muscle, and, they said, oh, well, I overweighted my machine. I did the wrong thing. If you don't have a trainer, even at the onset, that's the most important thing, to get the proper instruction to go forward, don't you think?
You're absolutely right, Zelda. Absolutely. There's no point in trying to do something that you don't know how to do it correctly, because then you won't get the results you're looking for. And results is why you actually do the strength training. You want to firm up your muscles. You want to maintain your body shape. You want to build more bone density. And most importantly, you want to keep your metabolism up and revved so that you're burning more calories at rest, so that you're actually hopefully in a weight loss deficit. So these are key things.
Joanne, so what is it that Medfit Rehab can do that someone else can't?
Well, what we do is we assess you specifically based on your size, your height, your weight, the kinds of activities that you're doing. We then design a program once we've done the assessment and we know exactly what it is that you want to do. We also take into consideration whether you have any health issues, too. And sometimes that's not taken into consideration when other types of fitness professionals assess a person. They may not know what the background is of that person is, or they may not be aware of that chronic illness. And so they don't get the appropriate program that gives them the best results. So, our trainers, they specialize in working with people with chronic illnesses, but they also specialize in strength training and conditioning programs that help that person.
Joanne, I think that it's so important that we get the right information and the right people to help us through these times to make us a better and stronger person. Tomorrow, you're going to talk about simple exercises to improve your balance. So we're looking forward to hearing that, and I appreciate the time you spend with us, Joanne. I certainly hope that people will call Medfit Rehab and get themselves into great shape. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a super day.
You too, Zelda.
Take care.
Now.
Bye.
Joanne
James, founder and medical exercise specialist of Medfit Rehab, will improve your overall health through medical exercise. Contact Joanne James, 647-259-5481, Columbus Center Athletic Department, Dufferin and Lawrence, medfitrehab.com.